On 13 December, the energy around you is shifting in ways that are subtle but powerful. You may not see it at first, but the choices you make today, the awareness you cultivate, and the clarity with which you act will determine how you carry yourself into the remaining days before Christmas. This is not just another date on the calendar. It is a pivotal moment where awareness becomes your most valuable tool. Many people go through these days distracted, caught up in routines, in habits that don't serve them, and in patterns that keep them from growing. But today, 13 December, is a chance to see clearly, to recognize what is happening within and around you, and to use that knowledge to create meaningful shifts in your life. When you pay attention to the subtle signals, the restlessness you feel, the doubts that arise, the opportunities that suddenly appear, you begin to understand that life is constantly moving, constantly offering openings for growth. Energy is not just an abstract concept. It is reflected in your focus, in your intentions, in the decisions you make. Being aware means observing yourself honestly. It means noticing the habits, thoughts, and patterns that have been holding you back. It means identifying the distractions that keep you from stepping fully into your potential. On this day, your awareness is sharper, your senses more attuned to the possibilities, but it requires conscious effort. Ignoring it now will mean missing out on the benefits that naturally flow when you act with clarity and purpose. The period before Christmas is a symbolic time of preparation, reflection, and transition. It is a time when the year's energy is gathering, and how you align yourself now sets the tone for the months to come. By recognizing the shift on 13 December, you are doing more than simply acknowledging the calendar. You are actively preparing your mind and spirit for what is to come. You are allowing yourself to release the old and step into the new. This is not about rituals or superstition. This is about conscious living, about making deliberate choices that strengthen your resilience and expand your potential. When you approach this time with awareness, you can see clearly which paths will serve you, which actions will bring progress, and which attachments need to be let go. Awareness is not passive. It is not merely noticing things on the surface. True awareness means engaging fully with the moment, observing how your thoughts and emotions influence your actions, and recognizing the consequences of choices before you make them. On 13 December, every small decision matters. The way you respond to challenges, the way you interact with others, the way you prioritize your goals, all of these reflect the energy you are cultivating. The sharper your awareness, the more control you have over the outcomes of your actions. You begin to see patterns that were previously invisible, opportunities that were previously hidden, and strengths within yourself that you may have overlooked. This is the time to be intentional. The countdown to Christmas is not just a date. It is a symbol of change, of reward, of what comes from conscious effort and self-alignment. Being aware on 13 December means recognizing that your life is the sum of the small, consistent choices you make every day. It means understanding that every thought, every focus, every step you take is either building toward your growth or holding you back. The energy you cultivate now will ripple into the days and weeks ahead, affecting not only your own journey, but the way you impact those around you. By observing carefully, acting consciously, and aligning your intentions with purpose, you open doors that remain closed to those who move without awareness. It is also a reminder that awareness brings responsibility. The clarity you gain on this day is a tool, and like all tools, it requires skill to use effectively. To be aware is to recognize your own power to influence your reality. It is to understand that your present actions are seeds for future results. On 13 December, the opportunity is presented. See clearly, act wisely, and prepare for the rewards that come naturally from conscious effort. Ignore it, and the same energy that could lift you forward may pass by without effect, leaving you with lessons rather than gains. The choice is simple yet profound. As you move through the day, observe your mind, your emotions, and your habits. Notice where you resist, where you procrastinate, where you settle for less than your potential. These moments of awareness are gifts, providing insight into what needs to change before Christmas arrives. Use them. Reflect on your intentions, refine your actions, and let your awareness guide your steps. The more precise your observation, the more effective your action. The energy on 13 December is a reminder that growth is not a distant concept. It is immediate, practical, and achievable if you choose to engage fully. By the end of this day, if you have embraced awareness, you will step closer to the version of yourself ready to receive reward, opportunity, and fulfillment. If you ignore it, you will move forward as you have before, missing the chance to use the power of the moment. Awareness on 13 December is a gateway, a chance to align with your highest intentions, to release what holds you back, and to prepare for the transformation that comes naturally when you act consciously. This is the essence of growth: noticing, understanding, and choosing to move with purpose. It is simple, direct, and profoundly effective. The message is clear. 13 December is not just a date, it is an opportunity. Awareness today is preparation for reward tomorrow. Recognize it, act with it, and step fully into the life that comes when you align with your highest self. Every moment of this day matters, and the energy you cultivate now carries you forward, shaping your path toward a fruitful and meaningful Christmas. Engage with it, observe deeply, and let the awareness guide your steps. Growth is not accidental, it is conscious, deliberate, and alive in every choice you make on this pivotal day. On 13 December, the call to release what no longer serves you is louder than ever. This is a day to look clearly at your life, at the patterns, habits, and attachments that have weighed you down, and to let them go. The energy surrounding this day is intense and transformative, offering a rare opportunity to clear space for what is meant to come into your life before Christmas. Too often, people carry forward old grievances, fears, or outdated ways of thinking that silently block their growth. On this day, you are reminded that holding on to what belongs in the past does not protect you. It only limits your ability to receive reward, to experience new opportunities, and to step fully into your potential. Letting go is not always easy. It challenges comfort zones. It shakes familiar routines, and it confronts attachments that may feel safe, but no longer serve your highest good. On 13 December, it is essential to examine these areas with honesty and courage. Ask yourself what thoughts, habits, or relationships are draining your energy. What fears are keeping you from moving forward? What grudges or regrets are silently controlling your decisions? Recognizing these is the first step. Releasing them is the second. And it is where transformation begins. Christmas is approaching, and the symbolic energy of this time encourages renewal, completion, and preparation for new beginnings. The more consciously you release now, the more you open the path to reward and growth. Release does not mean avoidance or denial. It is not about ignoring responsibilities or pretending challenges do not exist. True release is about acceptance and understanding. It is about acknowledging that certain patterns, behaviors, or relationships have run their course and no longer contribute to your progress. It is about creating mental, emotional, and spiritual space for what is meant to enter your life. On 13 December, every act of release, every decision to let go of unnecessary weight, directly influences your ability to move forward with clarity and strength. Those who fail to release remain trapped in cycles of repetition, missing the chance to experience the new energy that this day offers. The process of letting go is deeply personal. It requires reflection and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. You may realize that some of the resistance comes from fear of the unknown, fear of change, or fear of losing control. This is natural. Yet, on 13 December, the message is clear. Growth demands courage. By releasing what no longer serves you, you are not losing. You are creating room for reward, opportunity, and transformation. The act itself is empowering. Each attachment you release strengthens your self-discipline, sharpens your focus, and enhances your ability to act intentionally. The energy of this day encourages you to examine your inner world with precision and to cut away what holds you back. Timing is critical. The period before Christmas is a natural time of transition, reflection, and preparation. The energy is shifting, and those who take the time to release now position themselves to move forward with momentum. Those who delay, who cling to old habits or outdated ways of thinking, risk carrying unnecessary baggage into the new phase. Christmas symbolizes completion and new beginnings, and the days leading up to it, especially 13 December, are an invitation to align with this flow. Release today, and the energy you generate will amplify your growth, clarify your intentions, and make your actions more effective. The choices you make now shape not just the next few weeks, but the trajectory of your personal development in the months to come. Release is also about understanding value. It is about distinguishing between what is truly beneficial and what only distracts, drains. This clarity allows you to focus your energy on the actions, relationships, and thoughts that will produce meaningful results. On 13 December, the clarity that comes from release is heightened. It is easier to see what is holding you back, easier to recognize the pattern that no longer contribute to your growth, and easier to act decisively. Every moment spent clinging to what is unnecessary is a moment lost in preparation for reward. The day asks you to make choices that are precise, intentional, and aligned with your highest potential. There is also a sense of urgency embedded in this day. The closer Christmas approaches, the more critical it becomes to act deliberately. Release is not a passive act. It requires conscious engagement with your inner world. It demands that you confront discomfort, let go of fear, and step boldly into the unknown. Those who embrace this will find the path forward clearer, lighter, and full of opportunity. Those who resist will find themselves carrying old burdens into the new phase, slowing progress and diminishing potential reward. The energy on 13 December is uncompromising. It rewards clarity, courage, and decisive action. As you move through this day, reflect on the areas of your life where release is required. Observe the habits, thoughts, or relationships that no longer align with your goals. Take conscious steps to let them go. By doing so, you prepare yourself not only for the symbolic period of Christmas, but also for tangible growth, fulfillment, and reward. The act of release is transformative. It shifts your energy, sharpens your focus, and strengthens your resilience. It clears the space necessary to embrace what is new, to act with intention, and to move forward without unnecessary weight. On 13 December, the message is unmistakable. Release what no longer serves you. Do not wait, do not hesitate, and do not ignore the call. The act of letting go is the doorway to growth, the path to reward, and the preparation for the new energy that Christmas symbolizes. Embrace it fully, act decisively, and step into the period ahead with clarity, purpose, and strength. Every moment of awareness, every conscious act of release shapes the reality you are about to enter. This day is a gift of opportunity. How you respond determines the rewards you will receive, the growth you will experience, and the new beginnings you are ready to embrace. On 13 December, the call to take immediate action on your goals is louder than ever. This is not a day to delay, to hesitate, or to allow distractions to pull you away from what truly matters. The energy of this day is intense, urging you to move decisively, to act with clarity, and to prioritize what will bring meaningful results before Christmas arrives. Many people underestimate the power of fixed action, thinking that small delays or minor procrastination do not matter. On 13 December, every moment is valuable, every choice carries weight, and the opportunities available now will not wait for those who remain passive. Action is not just about doing. It is about doing with intention. It is about identifying the steps that directly contribute to your growth and committing to them without hesitation. On this day, it is important to look clearly at your goals, to ask yourself which actions will create tangible progress and which are distractions or busy work. Clarity is essential. Without it, effort is wasted, energy is drained, and the potential rewards are diminished. The period before Christmas is a natural time for completion, for taking stock, and for putting plans into motion. To act now is to align with this flow, to ensure that your efforts yield meaningful outcomes and that you move into the holiday period with momentum and purpose. Procrastination is a silent thief. It disguises itself as comfort, as caution, as waiting for the perfect moment. On 13 December, there is no perfect moment. There is only the present, and the present is the opportunity. Every delay, every hesitation, every excuse creates distance between where you are and where you want to be. The closer Christmas approaches, the more critical it becomes to act decisively. The energy of the day magnifies the results of focused effort, but it also magnifies the consequences of inaction. Those who act with intention will find doors opening, opportunities appearing, and progress accelerating. Those who delay will find themselves watching time pass, wondering why the rewards they seek seem out of reach. Immediate action requires self-discipline and courage. It demands that you prioritize what matters most, that you focus on the steps, lead directly to your goals, and that you resist the temptation of distraction. On 13 December, this discipline is heightened. The choices you make, the way you allocate your time, and the energy you invest now will determine the results you experience not only before Christmas, but in the period that follows. Every small, deliberate step compounds, creating momentum that carries you forward. The day encourages you to examine where you have been passive, to identify the areas where hesitation has held you back, and to commit fully to taking action that matters. Taking immediate action also means aligning with your intentions. It is not enough to move. Movement must have direction. On this day, reflection and clarity are essential companions to action. Knowing what you want, understanding what steps are necessary, and commit to executing them with focus is the key to unlocking potential. Action without clarity can lead to effort without result, frustration without progress, and wasted energy. On 13 December, the combination of clear intention and decisive action is powerful. It creates an alignment between your energy, your efforts, and the opportunities that are naturally available during this period. The urgency of this day is tied to the symbolic energy of Christmas. This is a period of preparation, of reward, and of transformation. Acting now with full awareness and commitment ensures that you move into this period ready to receive the benefits of your efforts. It is a time to finish what has been started, to push forward on goals that may have been delayed, and to take steps that directly influence your growth. The choices made today resonate far beyond this single day. They shape the trajectory of your progress, your confidence, and your ability to seize future opportunities. Immediate action is also about responsibility. You are responsible for your outcomes, for your growth, and for the energy you bring into each day. On 13 December, this responsibility is heightened. It is a day to confront excuses, to reject delay, and to embrace decisive movement toward your goals. Every choice to act, every moment of focused effort is a demonstration of self-mastery. Those who engage fully experience acceleration, clarity, and a sense of empowerment. Those who do not may later realize the cost of hesitation as opportunities pass and momentum is lost. This day also teaches a vital lesson about consistency. Action is not one-time effort. It is repeated, deliberate effort that compounds over time. On 13 December, the emphasis is on starting now, taking deliberate steps, and creating habits of decisive action that will carry forward. Even small steps taken consistently today can generate significant results before Christmas. The energy surrounding this day favors those who move with intention, focus, and urgency. To wait is to fall behind, to stagnate, and to limit the rewards available to you. As you move through 13 December, examine your goals, prioritize the actions that matter most, and commit fully to executing them. The clarity you cultivate in choosing what is essential will magnify the impact of your efforts. Every action taken with awareness and purpose contributes to your growth, strengthens your discipline, and prepares you to step into Christmas with readiness and momentum. Immediate action is the gateway to reward. Delay is the pathway to missed opportunities. The choice is direct, simple, and profoundly powerful. The message of the day is unmistakable. Act now, act decisively, and act with clarity. Every step taken today is an investment in the results you will experience before Christmas. The energy of 13 December is here to amplify your efforts, to reward decisiveness, and to ensure that focused action leads to meaningful progress. Engage fully, prioritize what matters, and move with purpose. The rewards are available to those who act, but they pass by those who hesitate. This is the time to claim momentum, to finish what matters, and to step confidently into the period ahead, ready to receive the benefits of deliberate, intentional action. On 13 December, the importance of strengthening self-discipline cannot be overstated. This is a day that calls for focus, for restraint, and for deliberate control over your actions, thoughts, and emotions. The energy of the day magnifies both your potential and your weaknesses, revealing where you have allowed inconsistency, distraction, or weakness to take root. Self-discipline is not about punishment or restriction. It is about mastery over yourself. It is the foundation that allows you to act intentionally, to align with your goal, and to ensure that the steps you take before Christmas lead to real reward. Without discipline, even the clearest intentions and the best opportunities can slip through your fingers. Self-discipline begins with awareness. On 13 December, notice where your attention drifts, where your focus wanes, and where your impulses direct you away from what matters most. This is not a day to ignore these patterns. It is a day to confront them head-on. Recognizing your tendencies toward procrastination, distraction, or self-sabotage is the first step in taking control. Each observation is a mirror, reflecting where improvement is needed. The closer Christmas comes, the more critical it becomes to develop habits that support consistent progress. Discipline is not a temporary effort. It is a steady, deliberate practice that builds resilience and ensures that your actions produce meaningful results. The power of self-discipline lies in consistency. Small, repeated acts of control over your time, energy, and choices accumulate into significant growth. On 13 December, every decision counts, every choice compounds. Choosing focus over distraction, action over delay, and intentional effort over idle thought strengthens your capacity to achieve your goals. These moments may seem small, almost invisible in the moment, but they shape your trajectory. Christmas is approaching, and the energy of this period is preparing the ground for reward. The disciplined individual who acts with precision today will find the path ahead clearer, the results more tangible, and the opportunities more accessible. Self-discipline is also about resisting temptation and choosing what serves your higher purpose. It is easy to get pulled in many directions, to indulge in comfort, or to postpone necessary action. On 13 December, the challenge is heightened. The distractions of the mind and the temptations of habit are more visible, but so too are the rewards of control. The ability to say no to what does not serve you, and yes to what propels you forward, is the essence of growth. It requires honesty, courage, and a willingness to prioritize long-term gain over short-term satisfaction. The disciplined person understands that each act of restraint, each conscious choice to stay on course, creates momentum that compounds into success before Christmas and beyond. Self-discipline also involves mental and emotional regulation. Thoughts and emotions are powerful forces that influence actions, and uncontrolled reactions can undermine progress. On 13 December, it is essential to observe your mind, to notice where emotions like fear, doubt, or impatience arise, and to choose responses that align with your goals. This is not suppression, it is mastery. By regulating your inner state, you maintain clarity and focus, ensuring that every action you take is deliberate and effective. The approach to growth is straightforward. Discipline the mind, manage the emotions, and act with intention. The results are undeniable. The period before Christmas is a natural time of reflection and preparation, and self-discipline is the bridge between awareness and accomplishment. Awareness without action is incomplete. Intention without consistency is wasted. On 13 December, the energy favors those who combine clarity with control, insight with consistent effort. Every step taken with discipline strengthens your ability to navigate challenges, to seize opportunities, and to achieve meaningful progress. This day is a reminder that true growth is built on repeated effort, deliberate choice, and unwavering focus. Those who embrace this principle experience acceleration in their goals, enhance confidence, and readiness to receive reward. Self-discipline also enhances decision-making. The ability to prioritize what truly matters, to resist impulsive reactions, and to commit to actions that align with your objectives is magnified when discipline is strengthened. On 13 December, evaluate where your decisions have been inconsistent or reactive. Correct course. Focus on what will bring tangible results before Christmas. The disciplined approach ensures that energy is spent wisely, time is allocated effectively, and progress is visible. Each act of control reinforces your capacity to achieve, creating a ripple effect that continues into the period ahead. This day also teaches a vital lesson. Self-discipline is empowering. It is not a burden, it is a tool that transforms potential into reality. The energy of 13 December responds to those who move with focus, commitment, and consistency. Every act of discipline, no matter how small, amplifies your ability to manifest goals, to complete tasks, and to step into the period before Christmas prepared to receive reward. The undisciplined, on the other hand, find themselves scattered, reactive, and less able to capitalize on the opportunities that present themselves. The contrast is stark and undeniable. As you navigate this day, take deliberate steps to strengthen self-discipline. Organize your priorities, control your impulses, focus on meaningful action, and cultivate habits that support consistency. The energy of 13 December is here to reward those who act with mastery over themselves. Discipline aligns your mind, your actions, and your energy, ensuring that the efforts you invest today create real progress, meaningful results, and readiness to receive the rewards that the Christmas period symbolizes. The message of the day is simple, direct, and profound. Strengthen self-discipline now. It is the key to focus, to achievement, and to growth. The actions you take on 13 December, guided by clarity and control, will determine your capacity to move forward with momentum, to seize opportunities, and to embrace the new with readiness and purpose. Self-discipline is not a choice. It is the foundation of every reward, every success, and every step toward meaningful growth. Engage with it fully, act with intention, and let the energy of this day transform your potential into achievement. On 13 December, cultivating gratitude and positivity becomes a powerful tool for growth and transformation. This day carries a distinct energy, one that magnifies both your mindset and the outcomes of your actions. Gratitude is not merely a polite gesture or a fleeting thought. It is a practice that shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present, from limitation to possibility. Positivity is not naive optimism. It is a deliberate choice to see opportunity, to embrace resilience, and to act with confidence even in the face of challenges. Together, the qualities shape the energy you carry, influence the results you achieve, and prepare you to receive the rewards that the Christmas period symbolizes. Gratitude begins with awareness. On 13 December, pause to observe the blessings, lessons, and opportunities already present in your life. Notice the small things often overlooked, the moments of clarity, the support of people around you, the lessons learned from past struggles. By acknowledging these, you cultivate an inner strength that strengthens focus, sharpens intention, and amplifies the impact of your actions. Gratitude is not passive. It is active recognition of the value in every aspect of your life. And this recognition transforms energy from stagnation into momentum. The closer Christmas approaches, the more important it becomes to align yourself with this energy, to harness it for personal growth and meaningful outcomes. Positivity is equally crucial. Life presents challenges, distractions, and obstacles, and on 13 December, these can feel heightened. Yet, responding with positivity does not mean ignoring difficulties. It means choosing a constructive approach. It means focusing on solutions instead of complaints, on progress instead of setbacks, and on growth instead of stagnation. Positive energy is magnetic. It draws opportunities, strengthens resolve, and creates momentum that propels you forward. As you move through the day, observe how your thoughts shape your action. A mindset focused on limitation produces hesitation and missed opportunity, while a mindset rooted in positivity encourages courage, initiative, and decisive movement toward your goals. Gratitude and positivity are not separate practices. They work in tandem. Gratitude grounds you in reality, showing you what you have and what you can build upon. Positivity transforms that awareness into action, motivating you to move forward with confidence and clarity. On 13 December, combining these practices amplifies the results you can achieve before Christmas. The energy of the day is sensitive to the quality of your focus. Those who cultivate gratitude and maintain a positive mindset find that doors open more easily. Opportunities become more visible, and their actions carry greater impact. Those who neglect this practice risk moving through the day mechanically, missing the flow of energy that can transform effort into reward. Gratitude also cultivates humility, a critical component of growth. Recognizing the value in the present moment, acknowledging the contributions of circumstance and others, and appreciating the lessons learned strengthens perspective. It allows you to act with clarity rather than frustration, to make decisions from a place of insight rather than reaction. On 13 December, this clarity is amplified. The more grounded you are in gratitude, the less you are swayed by negative influences, and the more you can focus on the actions that truly matter. Positivity, then, becomes the engine that drives these actions, ensuring that every effort is productive and aligned with your higher purpose. This day also highlights the relationship between energy and results. The emotional state you carry influences your actions, your decisions, and the impact you create. Gratitude and positivity generate constructive energy that attracts beneficial circumstances and strengthens your ability to navigate challenges. On 13 December, this energy is particularly responsive. Every choice to approach situations with appreciation, every decision to see opportunity rather than limitation, compounds into measurable progress. The closer Christmas comes, the more critical it is to maintain this alignment, ensuring that your energy supports rather than undermines your growth. Gratitude and positivity also enhance resilience. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. On this day, you may encounter setbacks, distractions, or unexpected difficulties. Responding with a mindset of gratitude and positivity does not eliminate challenges, but it equips you to face them with strength, focus, and determination. You are less likely to be derailed by frustration or negativity and more likely to identify solutions, take decisive action, and maintain momentum. The energy of 13 December rewards those who approach the day with constructive, forward-moving thought patterns. Furthermore, practicing gratitude and positivity prepares you to receive reward. The period before Christmas is symbolic of completion, reflection, and new beginnings. By aligning your mindset with appreciation and constructive thought, you ensure that you are in the optimal state to benefit from opportunities and rewards. Neglecting this practice leaves you vulnerable to distraction, dissatisfaction, and missed chances. The power of this day lies in the alignment of awareness, intention, and emotional state. Gratitude and positivity create a foundation that strengthens every step you take, every action you initiate, and every opportunity you encounter. As you move through 13 December, make the choice to focus on what you have accomplished, what you can achieve, and the lessons that guide you forward. Observe your thoughts. Notice where negativity arises, and consciously shift your focus toward appreciation and constructive thinking. Let this practice shape your actions, guide your decisions, and influence the energy you bring into every interaction. The closer Christmas approaches, the more essential it becomes to maintain this alignment, as the reward available to you are amplified by the clarity, positivity, and grounded energy you cultivate today. The message of the day is clear. Gratitude and positivity are not optional. They are essential tools for growth, preparation, and reward. On 13 December, by embracing these practices fully, you position yourself to receive opportunities, strengthen resilience, and act with focus and clarity. Every moment of appreciation, every conscious decision to maintain positive mindset compounds into momentum, results, and readiness to step into the period ahead fully prepared. Gratitude grounds you. Positivity propels you. Together, they ensure that your actions, your growth, and your potential reward are maximized. Engage fully, cultivate this energy, and allow the day to transform your mindset, your actions, and your path toward meaningful growth before Christmas. On 13 December, preparing mentally and spiritually for the new phase is essential. This is not a casual suggestion. It is a call to align your mind, your intention, and your inner state with the energy of transformation that the day carries. As Christmas approaches, the period becomes one of completion, reflection, and readiness for what is coming next. Your current mindset shapes everything: your actions, your responses, and the results you are capable of achieving. To enter this new phase effectively, you must first prepare yourself internally. Mental clarity, focused intention, and conscious reflection are the tools that allow you to step forward with purpose and confidence. Preparation begins with reflection. On 13 December, take the time to examine your life, your decisions, and your goals. Look closely at where you have succeeded and where you have faltered. Understand that this reflection is not for self-criticism, but for insight. It is about identifying the habits, thoughts, and behaviors that support your growth and those that hinder it. This day provides a unique opportunity to assess your trajectory and make adjustments. Before the symbolic energy of Christmas signals the transition into a new period. By reflecting consciously, you gain clarity about what to release, what to nurture, and what to prioritize. Mental preparation is about focus. The mind is the foundation of every action and every result. On 13 December, the clarity of your thought determines the clarity of your actions. Avoid the noise of distraction, the pull of unnecessary worries, and the weight of past regrets. Focus on what matters, on the steps that bring you closer to your goals, on the intention that align with your highest potential, and on the actions that produce tangible progress. A mind scattered in multiple directions cannot capitalize on the energy of the day. A mind grounded in focus, however, channels energy efficiently, maximizes opportunity, and prepares you to receive reward fully. Spiritual preparation is equally important, though it is not tied to ritual or belief in a specific doctrine. It is about connecting with your deeper self, your purpose, and the principles that guide your life. On 13 December, this preparation involves aligning your intentions with growth, integrity, and readiness to act. It is about strengthening your resilience, enhancing your awareness, and cultivating the inner strength that will allow you to navigate the challenges and opportunities of the coming period. Spiritual preparation is the quiet force that ensures your actions are effective, your energy is aligned, and your focus is unwavering. This day also calls for intention setting. Preparing for the new phase requires deliberate thought about what you want to achieve, what kind of person you want to be, and what outcomes you are striving for. On 13 December, setting intentions is not wishful thinking, it is a conscious act of directing your energy, focus, and actions toward meaningful results. By articulating these intentions clearly, you create a roadmap for your efforts in the days leading up to Christmas and beyond. Every decision you make, every action you take, is then measured against this framework, ensuring that you move forward with consistency and purpose. Preparation is not passive, it requires action. Mental and spiritual readiness must be reflected in behavior. On 13 December, examine your daily habits, your routines, and the way you manage your energy. Are they aligned with the outcomes you desire? Are they preparing you for the new phase you wish to enter? Adjust as necessary. Strengthen the habits that support focus, growth, and clarity. Let go of the habits that drain energy, scatter attention, or distract from meaningful progress. The closer Christmas approaches, the more critical it becomes to act intentionally, to reinforce structures that support your growth, and to ensure that every effort contributes to your readiness for the transition ahead. This day emphasizes the link between preparation and reward. Those who take the time to prepare mentally and spiritually find that opportunities, insight, and clarity emerge more readily. Those who neglect preparation face confusion, distraction, and missed chances. On 13 December, the difference is stark. The energy favors those who are aligned internally, who have clarified their intentions, and who are ready to act with focus and purpose. Preparation ensures that when the new phase begins, you are not caught off guard, but instead move forward with confidence, precision, and momentum. It is also a time for letting go of what blocks progress. Mental clutter, unresolved doubts, and lingering indecision can prevent you from fully stepping into the next phase. On 13 December, consciously release these obstacles. Clear your mind, focus your energy, and commit to actions that support growth. Spiritual readiness is strengthened when the mind is clear, the heart is open, and your focus is aligned with purposeful action. By releasing what no longer serves you, you create space for clarity, insight, and the rewards that come from aligned effort. The day teaches that preparation is holistic. It is not simply about planning tasks or organizing schedules. It is about aligning mind, intention, and inner energy to act with precision and awareness. The energy of 13 December amplifies the results of preparation. The clarity you cultivate now sets the tone for your actions, decisions, and outcomes before and after Christmas. Those who engage fully with this process step into the new phase, ready to receive opportunities, achieve goals, and experience growth at an accelerated pace. As you move through the day, focus on reflection, clarity, intention, and alignment. Examine your mental state, strengthen your focus, and set clear intentions. Release distractions, reinforce constructive habits, and prepare to act decisively. The closer Christmas approaches, the more vital this preparation becomes. It ensures that the energy you carry, the decisions you make, and the actions you take are all aligned with meaningful growth, reward, and readiness for the next chapter of your life. The message is clear. 13 December is the day to prepare, to align, and to strengthen your mental and spiritual foundation. Preparation today ensures clarity, focus, and readiness to step into the new phase that Christmas represents. Every reflection, every adjustment, every deliberate act of alignment compounds into momentum, progress, and the capacity to receive the rewards that come from conscious effort. Engage fully, act decisively, and enter the period ahead with clarity, purpose, and strength, ready to embrace the new opportunities and growth that await.